Hello, hello. It's Gray Wolf making you a video. Wanted to ask you a question. You guys remember these? I showed how to do an extraction with vodka a few months ago, and I was only supposed to let them soak for 40 days and 40 nights, but here we are. Lots happened since then. So what we're gonna do is drain the bodies into another jar and then transfer it into another jar and then distill some water after in a coffee pot. Just running water through a coffee pot is distilled water. That's all it is. So I thought I would do that, just transfer the jars here. I'm currently running vinegar and water through my coffee pot to clean it through and through. So really quick, reason why I decided to do this tonight. I was talking with someone and they said, why distill wine into brandy if you're not gonna drink it? And I said, for the same reason that we soaked these herbs in vodka. The alcohol, especially, there's a process to fermenting fruits and yeast and water and sugars and saying incantations or prayers to it every 2 days with the moon cycle. If you know astrology, you know what to look at. If you know nakshatras, you know what to look at. If you know mythology and philosophy and religion, you know what these messages mean. So every 2 days you follow the moon, and every 2 days you chant what the alignment is into your wines that are fermenting. Then once you get to the distillation process, the full moon, the harvest, the full moon, you would distill that wine. 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Of course, the longer you ferment your wine, the stronger and more potent it's gonna be when you do distill the liquor into brandy. But this is a revolution of practice, devotion to faith, etc. Alchemy is a devotion to faith. So they're not drinking the moonshine for quantity or to get loaded. They're making their moonshine for medicine. So they're going every 2 weeks and then using the alcohol that they distill every 2 days after the full moon with other practices. That would entail burning these dried bodies into ash, taking a teaspoon, putting like a 1/4 teaspoon of ash on your spoon, a dropper full of the distilled liquor onto the burnt bodies. I like to do 3 because it's kind of pasty with 1 drop on. Anyways, you eat it and say kring, kring in your mind. Kring, K-R-I-N-G. So we're gonna start with creosote, and I'm just gonna separate the fluid from the body. Creosote, we started fermenting. It was supposed to be done 1/16, started at 12/7. Let's let the bottle sit upside down on the strainer for a bit. Okay, and then we're gonna do a double boil on this, double pull. So again, we're gonna separate the fluid from this jar into this jar. Take this jar and refill it with distilled water so that we can double pull. Then once both pulls are done from the herbs, you're getting all the essentials out. you would take this, dry it out in the sun, let it become crisp, then start burning it, and you stir and stir and stir. Usually, they would use the brandy that they cooked from the moonshine to fuel the fire while they burnt the bodies into ashes. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. The essential oils, the essential spirit, the liquor extracted, the distilled fluid extracted is the blood of life. All things in alchemy have like really super deep meaning. Like, that's just the fucking tip of the iceberg right there. So, I should watch my language. All right, so we're gonna put the creosote, nice and green smelling. Separate it, pull a tarot card. Okay, one wanted to jump out, so I'm just gonna go with it because that's how I do it. The World card, completion. So what I was going to do is creosote's a sacral chakra herb. It helps purity. It's used in love. It's used in love rituals too, but it's used in like love spells, love rituals. It's used in Reiki to heal emotional wounds, sexual wounds, and open up creativity. So what happens is when you're blocking and not accepting and embracing your sacral chakra energy, you stop creating cool shit. You overthink stuff. So it says the World card to help complete the cycles of anyone who uses this fluid. Thank you, creosote. I'm gonna leave the bodies open. Set them to the side. Rinse out my medium. This is rabbit brush. Rabbit brush is about like banishing demons. You know, just killing negative energies, cleansing an entire space. Everything that we use white sage for too. I don't know if you can hear in the background, but the song by ZZ Top, Give Me All Your Lovin', came on after we bottled up the creosote. So, love potion, but I don't recommend love spells. Right? Love spells will always bite you in the ass. Just take my word on that one. Okay, so we let all the fluid that we can extract. Okay, shake the bottle shakes the foam. And we turn it upside down. Keep in our bodies. We're gonna pull our tarot card. I'll tell you what, for some of you who know me pretty well, you should know that I don't per se give classes in like ABC order, but if you stick around in the randomness of how I do my magic, you'll learn something. I studied a lot of shit, practiced a lot of shit, fucked up a lot of shit. I should watch my mouth. And let's pull the tarot card. And I mastered a lot of stuff. It's pretty cool. we need to banish in our lives? Where do we need cleansing and spiritual protection, purity, kindness, love, and emotion, healing, happiness, mental clarity, mind peace? Well, let's see. High Priestess is going to tell us. Let's release some negative thoughts, binding fucking contracts. I should watch my mouth. That are mental. They don't really exist. I mean, the words can hurt, right? And they can damage, poison. Allowing you allowing it to come in. Like I used to have a friend, and she'd tell me, well, I'm gonna cast a spell on you, you just watch. And I'd say, you gotta fucking convince me that I believe that your magic is strong enough to interfere with my life before it'll even attempt to work. She said, damn you. We were friends, so we just joked like this, but that's what this card. This oil will purify negative thoughts, helping you break free from them. See, like this, you feel all tied up to them, and you're just stuck, blindfold. You're not trusting your intuition down here. See, your waters are running dry and murky, right? But this way, we're gonna clean all this energy up. Rabbit brush. And now this is Sabrina Claudio. I can't remember the words or the name of the song. Okay. Desert holly and brittle bush. Brittle bush smells really good. And aside from using it as like a glue or a healer for your teeth, antifungal, cleanses bacteria in your mouth. It's really just used for an incense. You can use it as a smoke, and it gives you a nice calming, sedative effect. And desert holly is like, I call it the Mother Mary herb, right? Because it's like all things good for your home. Which Mother Mary and Mother Frigga from the Norse, they carry really same roles. The mother, water halls, love, marriage, home life, traditions. So, desert holly. Desert holly. Let's see what desert holly wants to tell us with the tarot. So for you guys out there that wondering, how do you know how these essential oils or these distillations or these extracts are blessed and communicated and channeled to? You know, it could be as easy as using your tarot cards. Hell, you know what we'll do one right now? You can use a book. Let's see what angel we're channeling today, or what message from the angels. Okay, we got Ga. G-A-H means spirits. Can you see it? I'm sure you can. Spirits, what do you want to say? Dwell and create. Live and create. So that's what desert holly is going to help us with brittle bush. This jar. And it says right here, nobody gives a fuck. So that may be telling me this video is too long, right? I know. I got the attention span of a 6-year-old myself. So next step, we're gonna pour distilled water into these jars, but I'm gonna let you fine people go home and enjoy the message. Let's see what we got at the bottom of the deck. Fast moving psychic energy coming to you. Peace out.